Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. Miller. My room is B133, and you could email me at dmiller@mtps.us with any questions, comments, or concerns. QCC's going forward. And I also want to share a few items with you before you dived into your summer assignment. Okay. The first thing I want to show you is two platforms that we use in this class. The first is called Wiley Plus. We'll do some practice problems on Wiley Plus, but it's also where you would get the electronic version of your textbook. It's exactly the same thing as this hard copy. And then the other platform is called AP Classroom, which we'll be utilizing heavily. And that platform is the College Board's site that they allow registered AP teachers to use in preparations for the AP exam in May. They got videos and practice problems on there. So let's just take a second and go take a look at those two um, platforms. This is your Wiley. You'll see that this is where you find some assignments. And also, more importantly, or not even more importantly, but also very importantly, is this is where you would get your e-text. And this is what it looks like if we were to launch it. You see, it's just a textbook digitized, nice, easy, accessible, and a lot more lightweight than that textbook. Okay. And the other one that I wanted to show you, the other platform, is the Wiley, excuse me, it is the AP Classroom. And if I go into it, you'll see that there are videos broken down by each unit. And I'll go into the units later. And there's also like Unit 1, Kinematics, which will be our first unit of study. And there will be videos and there's practice problems, you see, that we could work on using this platform. So since I'm here, in fact, your summer assignment, I've turned a slideshow. I've used these three videos here and turned it into a slideshow. Since you don't have access to the platform just yet, and I couldn't assign these videos for you to watch, and they're not on YouTube either. What I did was I watched each video and I turned it into a continuous still shot slide, and I'm going to do the voiceover over the video instead of the woman who initially is recorded on the video. So we will do these three videos and we'll do a couple of these as well for the summer assignment. Okay, for the summer assignment, it includes scalars and vectors, as well as displacement and velocity. And I'm going to hold off on acceleration. Next, I want to show you some instructions for how to handle this summer assignment. Okay, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is create a folder, call it AP Physics C Mechanics. And I want you to put this presentation in, the slideshow, and everything into that folder, and also the worksheets that you're going to have to do for the summer assignment. You're going to complete them and have them into your folder as well. And then come the school year, we will be able to access them and go over them, etc. Okay. In addition to doing the work, I also do highly recommend that you take notes, be a note taker, right? And also, what does it mean to full show work for full credit? Um, Sometimes a diagram is provided for you, and sometimes a diagram is not applicable. However, if there isn't a diagram and a diagram is applicable, then you should draw one first. Next, whatever the formula is that you're using, you're to write it out in variable form, no numbers. Secondly, within that formula, you're going to solve for some unknown variable. whatever that unknown variable is, you should solve for still in terms of variables, still no numbers. And I will show you examples of what this all looks like when we do practice problems later on in this presentation. Now we could plug in values as necessary and solve, including units such as centimeters or kilograms or newtons or seconds, whatever have you. And finally, we need to box our answer so that it's very clear what you deem to be the answer. Okay, now the order that we do show work is very important, right? It needs to be in this order. And when we're in class, I'll go more in depth as to why and how it will actually benefit you. And I'll give you examples throughout the entire year about the whys and the hows that we need to do it this way. Okay. Moving on. Instructions continued. Instructions continued. How do you save shown work? Basically, you could do it a multitude of ways, but in the end, we need to get this thing uploaded onto your Google folder and eventually onto Google Classroom, right? You could print the worksheet out and work on it. You could do the work separately and take a picture of it, or you could just figure out some digital form of getting the work done and have it ready to go that way. Okay, these worksheets that you're going to see in the presentation, there should be two of them, one covering scalars and vectors, and another one covering distance, displacement, speed, and velocity. Those two worksheets are to be completed during the summer. They are due the first day of school. And again, save this presentation, all your work, have it all in that folder, ready to go for the first day of school. And oh yes, you see it in red there. A quiz will be administered the first day of school based on the summer assignment. Okay. So that's me, Mr. Miller. Just wanted to run through a few this and that's, dot some I's and cross some T's. And without further ado, I ask of you to get to it. All right. Lesson number 1 is scalars versus vectors. Enjoy.